Hey guys, this is BIM Depot with another tutorial on some built-in Revit tools. This tool suite that we'll be going over today is called Temporary Hide Isolate. This is super handy. I use it all the time while drafting. So we'll zoom in to this top corner here. We're just using one of the out-of-the-box Revit projects here. So say if we're drafting and we really don't want to focus on any of our annotations at the moment, we just want to see the architecture, walls, floors, things like that. But the annotations, like the room tags, they're actually kind of getting in the way here. So if we were focusing on, say, this electrical room, so we want to clear this out just visually, and this is sort of like a temporary thing that we want to do. The nice thing about these tools is that if we click on this, we go down to the little glasses here, click on it, and click Hide Element. That actually temporarily hides that room tag from this view. So that really can be done with any element throughout Revit. The way that you know this is activated is by this cyan box that now borders the screen, Temporary Hide Isolate. To bring back the room tag here, you'll just go back down to the glasses and click Reset Temporary Hide Isolate. And now we're back to the drawing as it was. Nothing has changed. It was sort of just like a temporary view filter that we applied to the screen. So let's say that we really want to remove all of the room tags from this view. You could then click on the room tag again, Temporary Hide Isolate button. And then instead of doing Hide Element, we're going to do Hide Category. And that's going to hide all the room tags within here. So if, again, just go back down to the glasses, click Reset Temporary Hide Isolate. It'll give us our view back. So now let's say, we're really having a big issue, really want all of the annotations gone, or at least a handful of them. We can then click on, say, the room tag, wall tag, window tag, dimension string, whatever you don't want to see within this view. You can click on just one each of these, back down to our glasses, hide category. It's then going to hide all of those from this view. So that's super nice if you have something really specific and it's a crowded drawing, you want to focus in just temporarily. That's a great way to do it. Conversely, from the hide tool, we also have a isolate tool. So as you can imagine, it works in a very similar fashion. So let's say if we just wanted to focus in on this stair here, we would click on the stair, back down to our little glasses here, and then isolate element. Now, if we zoom out, the only thing that we see is the stair, just temporarily kind of isolated within the view. So it's really just the opposite of that hide tool. To get all of our elements back, we just go back down to our little glasses, reset temporary hide isolate, and we have our drawing back. So similar to the hide tool, say if we wanted to see all the stairs within this view isolated, we'd click on our stairs, glasses, isolate category. If we zoom out, we now can see the 5 different set of stairs within this drawing set. One useful thing that you might find with this, let's say if you really just want to take a look at the structural model and how it relates to your grid lines, you kind of zoom in here, and this is just out of the box Revit, so that some of the graphics aren't great. So this is not within the BIM Depot Revit template that we have kind of all of this graphic stuff already figured out and ready to go for you. So bear with me here, but say if we wanted to just look at the structural elements, maybe it just got updated from your consultant. So let's click on a structural grid line and then a column here, and then back to our little glasses, isolate category. And now you can see that the only thing that we're looking at is our column grid and the columns themselves. Super handy if you kind of, it's useful across the board. So in this case, looking at updates, other cases, really focusing in on a specific element. So like I said, I use this really all the time, every day. So one of the things that I found super helpful is getting to know the hotkeys on your keyboard. So here, you'll notice I kind of typed everything out here. Isolate category. So let's click on the door. If you just hit IC on your keyboard, you'll notice that it does the same exact thing as the button does. So if we undo that, isolate elements, HI, hide category. So if we don't want to see these doors, HC. And then hide element, just the single door, not the whole category, HH. And then you'll notice here the very last one, reset temporary hide isolate. So that is really us getting our view back to normal, HR. So that is really the basics of these hotkeys here. So if we zoom in, if you want to screenshot this and just kind of keep it at your desk or something, super helpful. Hopefully you'll start to integrate this and just memorize these, but for now, kind of handy thing to screenshot. I typically like to do my own hotkeys, and what I do is like I have all my hotkeys just on my left hand. So everything that I can do, with my left hand without picking my hand up. And really the reason for that is if you have, like in this case, HI or IC, that's really for the I is for your right hand. So then you have to pick your right hand off your mouse, click I, get back to your mouse. So it's really kind of, maybe a second or two that you're saving, but drafting for 12 hours a day, this stuff starts to really add up. So I always do left hand only for the hotkeys. So if you did want to switch one of these, in the View tab up here, go over to User Interface, Keyboard Shortcuts. So there's two ways you can find it. You can scroll down and look for it within this giant list, or you can just type it in. So isolate category. So here, if you wanted to switch this, just click Remove, or you could just leave it if you wanted, and then maybe instead of IC, we do, I don't know, CC, and then assign. So in this case, CC, I have that set up with copy. So maybe let's just do CZ. I don't think I have anything. Yeah. So that'll add it here. Click OK. So now that you have your own hotkey set up, you can then type in CZ on the keyboard, and then you can see now we have that same function that the other hotkeys had. So one other thing that is somewhat useful within that, let's say if we wanted a view with maybe just our stairs again. So we're setting up like just a standalone view that's a working view with only our stairs. So we can click on this, go back down to our glasses, isolate category. So now this is going to become our view solely for stairs. You can then go back down to the glasses and click Apply Hide Isolate to View. You'll notice that the cyan box around here no longer exists. So essentially what that button does is forces that temporary setting to then be associated with the view just in perpetuity. So if we click our little light bulb down here, the Reveal Hidden Elements button, you'll notice now that all of these elements in here, they've been just hidden in the view. So to undo that, or if you wanted to pull something back into the view, you would click on it, unhide category, or if you hid elements, you would click unhide element, click on this button, toggle reveal hidden elements mode. Now you'll see we have our floor and our stair. So yeah, it's kind of a nice way to really quickly kind of make a view for a specialty purpose. So you can even then come in here and type in stair plan working view. And then that, really becomes the view, and you can kind of sort that off on its own. All of this whole set here of tools, it can be used in any type of view. So it's not just something that you have to use in a plan. So let's say I wanted to get a clean view of the building itself. So let's hide some of the trees in this view. Click on it, hide category, and now we have this clean view. And let's say we're really focusing in on our curtain wall structure here. Just click on two of them, isolate category, and now we can actually see the things that we selected. So I guess this was modeled as a floor for some reason. So all these are showing up as well. So let's say we want to hide those as well. You just select the elements that are not wanted in the view, hide element, there you go. And you can see that since we did it by category, we're getting it for all the different facades on this project. So if you found this useful, go ahead and give us a like. This really helps us kind of get our videos out to other people. If you have any questions on this, leave us a comment below. And yeah, if you want more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe. Our website, bim-depot.com, it has our Revit template on there. See you on the next one.